game clock. If at any point in time you see your opponent is running clock on you, that's a dead giveaway that they're either going to run the ball or they're going to do a lot of short passing. So that means at that point you can either run commit, which is something that you can only really do if you're guaranteeing that they're going to be running the ball, or you can just do a lot of hard flats, a lot of short route defense because your opponent is trying to milk the clock on you. And
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On this since last year, I ran this blitz a million times. The fifth time I'm going to show you guys today, a million times out of my Kansas City Chiefs defensive ebook. I'm not in the Chiefs anymore. When I switched defensive books this year, it was important for me that whatever book I chose.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
But like I said, I'm going to show you guys how
first carry for James Conner. Fighting his way through contact. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Out of my Kansas City Chiefs defensive ebook. I'm not in the Chiefs anymore. When I switched defensive books this year, it was important for me that whatever book I chose had the 4-3 in it. And I
so quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
But like I said, I'm going to show you guys how I've been doing it.
Shotgun now from Murray.
You guys can figure out which one's better.
And he will go down. Cowboys sack. The situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing.
So, the play that I'm going to show you guys, this is the one thing that I probably took away from the rest of the
another try after the first down sack. Murray, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
We're going to go 3 different levels here. We're going to just pick multiple different plays. I'm going to go ahead and pick.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Then we're going to pick a third play where
from the gun, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
But as always, if you guys want to support this channel and you country my team, check that out. Look at this thing below. Just going to play Murray.
Murray now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Conner. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Which I think is just fine, because ultimately I find the hard play that looks like this is going to make the most sense.
Murray going to try to throw on third down.
Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my D-pad to the left and down to push that defensive line.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
I didn't do the full setup right, and I still got the sack. Obviously, there's only 5 blockers, so that plays a big part.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Murray keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Now, as far as the blitz
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
We have an additional guy splitting in, so nobody's going to really get open.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
But the purpose of this, that we show this replay, is ultimately
this is Tony Pollard.
This spread, this angle.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
They just don't take maybe. That's something that I feel like my set of gives that the Navy did, the pro set didn't necessarily get. So first we'll do it with a play action like that. We can do the create crossers. It's the exact same setup. Although I already kind of messed it up. But we are right there, like I said, we're just going to basically pinch the defensive line and snap it. Now we're just going to blitz off. And guess cuts, I didn't really mention that. So it's a really quick set. It's really not that long if you're used to doing it. Like I said, I've been doing it for over a year. I can do it blindfold on. So then I really have 2 options. Number one, this is a play-action play. So the running back's going to stay.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He's going to be taking this guy here.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
I bring him into the line because I want this offense.
They find some open field here. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there out of the running game.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? See on the left side where the play was going, where they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to roll.
It really just depends on, what I decide to do.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
I was like, man, just like, I didn't really, I know, like I said, I've been doing this a long time. And for people that are watching, if you've been doing this last year with me, then you definitely have, an advantage. You should be able to get that set up in pretty quick. But like I said, there's a couple of plays over here.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Sometimes I can do it on the running back. Guy flying off the edge, even the normal block, not a block for nobody. Well, this is also something that I saw in another breakdown where essentially lining up just to the left of the center can help. And I think that in this particular instance, it helped to keep the running back forward because I think that he thought I was going to A-gap. But ultimately, that's really an important part of this with getting the pressure off the opposite side of the running back.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
Basically come down on this down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Really easy setup. It's the most important part is definitely guessing blitz. And definitely zone line, which I didn't do there. But like I said, for whatever reason, I hear that it helps.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This year, I showed it last year.
Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I'm not sure that he's had a post up, but you can actually shoot it out the last case. So let's go ahead and let's get them out of time. We're going to go ahead, we're just going to go, I guess we'll just go to the inside.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football, then went and made the interception.
I'm going to show you guys the throw setup because, like I said, that's something that we're kind of the purpose of getting through in the first place.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Pro players doing this is they're basically shifting their defense.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As far as blitzing over linebackers, as far as slanting the defensive line outside,
Prescott.
these things are all parts that I showed. Yes, obviously.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be
almost fucked up.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the Bills got picked up, so it's not my setup. Maybe there's a step that I would necessarily get.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 29 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. More now on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
This is probably where the editing will come in because I'm proud of myself. But ultimately, defensive video today. The defense I'm going to show you guys today, a lot of you guys probably see me before.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 10, Murray flush to his right, and his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So the play that I'm going to show you guys, and this is the one thing that I probably took away from watching the pros. I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be running that coverage. Typically, I used to run it out of the colorful 40. It's not a great defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
But I started.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Murray has the first down and more.
Good shit.
Down to the 25-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As far as the defense goes, like I said, there's multiple ways to win. So I'm going to show you the way that I
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Ooh, good shit.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Good shit.
DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab.
We might have enough
The
time,
Cardinals
fellas.
are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Finkel.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
I need a beautiful setup, and I still got the sack. Obviously, he's running $5, so that plays a big part. Let's go to the like I said, I need
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
That could be safe. A little bit closer.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Even though these guys are backed off, they won't play down to a point where they're going to get in the way of the short check and releases. Now, as far as the blitz goes, like I said, I want to typically be down over the center, but you can see once again, we have an additional guy scripting in. So nobody's going to really get open every time it's on duty. So basically,
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try to come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one, 37 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So it's a really quick set. It's really not that long if you used to do this. I've been doing it for over a year. I can do it around for it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
But I find
a handoff left, Elliott.
Like this, and the majority of these plays is when
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards remain for second down.
The guy out of the running back because the play action is basically going to take him out of the play.
The give is to Elliott. And the short gain here down to the 22.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Like I said, take away the running back or whoever. So I'm going to stay over this tackle for just a second.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now, I can get heat off the both
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
It really just depends on...
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete.
Motherfucker.
Offense trying to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it's good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
Now I'm going to pick a play where I have at least a running back blocking with no play action.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on fourth down. They're going for it. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Good shit. That was good defense, though.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right?
Just to the left of the center can help, and I think that in this particular instance, it helped to keep the running back.
It's all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. More now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's see if we get the gets off the other side. So that's something which I'm not 100% certain about. But I said it's nothing that I haven't really messed with before. But we have a 6-on-6. Just got to make sure we get everybody
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 8 seconds on the clock. Really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now Murray off play action. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout.
Good shit.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Now, one of the things I love about my set that I think I'm not sure if we can do this out of
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon in charge.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Now Pollard. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
My understanding of how the 4 players is they're basically shifting their defense towards the tight end. You only have to do that apparently if they're the tight end. You don't get to do that otherwise.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Anything like that, but I'm just showing you how I saw.
10th carry now for Elliott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Hit the like number in the comment section. I'll make sure to put that out at the link date. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. Push it out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.
Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So one more time, D-route. Just going to slay that. I mean, from the open distance.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ah, he dropped it.
This one is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
If you have a gap right in front of you, it's pretty obvious. I find that this particular play is probably best motioning the tight end across again, which is something that I did with the stretch formation. A lot of times, if it's zone coverage, the defender will follow. If it's a man coverage, so sometimes the defender will follow. But it's a really easy run play.
Now Prescott.
Explosive, but it's definitely going to have consistent success.
Good D.
He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Close to 5 yards every time.
Good D, good D.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if the offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first down for Connor and then some. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Right back to Connor here on first. And he stopped immediately there. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Rolling to his right.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Murray again, this is counter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they've put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This play here, pretty much a man coverage play.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
They're pretty quick though, and that's something that you run a lot of man coverage.
Now Murray's got to have this one. It's going to be batted down.
Damn, he was open too.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
I know that hurt. Your boy was open. Let's go. Still a lot of time left, fellas. Hold that rock.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
I bullshit it.
So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
But you can see really good series of plays to work against just any man coverage. Next up, we have the smash.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's the extra out on the street, which is fine. You don't have to make any motions. You don't have to get any way. And against
they go to Elliott again.
A lot of space
that's just not fair. And now room.
There we go. There we go.
Get it across the 10 to the 15. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
If this quarterback here fights, which you see right there, he definitely does.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. There he goes again. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
We're just streaking everybody.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
There's not a lot of other options here, so I just put the A-route and drag. Try to create
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Separation downfield. If it wasn't for the fact that Jalen Waddle, he probably wouldn't have had any success. Next up, we have the halfback inside zone. It's another play from this formation where essentially, it's the best inside run of the formation.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott.
You can see he really have a lot of success.
And he's got some space here. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Good game, Cubs.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Good game, Cubs.
Connects on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Make sure you seal that block so that have that space. Next up on the single back in Carolyn.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Overload to one side. You can simply flip it, go the other way.
Set to return it. Here's Moore.
And
he returns this to the 22.
So, as you can see right here, when I motion this guy away from the line, and this thing's been going for a long time, the entire defense shifts. So it's really up to you. If you want to try to go that side, motion him out, can be helpful because then you'll get that tight end on that receiver.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Second and 10. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hopkins. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Room to run past midfield.
Good shit. Good shit. Let me get out of that defense.
Got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Essentially, these screen plays are just really good anytime.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Now he steps away.
The fuck?
On the scramble, it's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try to get the touchdown later.
From the gun on third down, Murray. His throw caught at about the
Good
5.
shit.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake.
It really go either way, just as long as this cornerback doesn't immediately run down. And you can see we can have a lot of success taking that or taking the
good game.
Just as long as it's against cover 3 or cover 4 defenses. Next up, we got the halfback ace power. So we're just running this against random. This is something where you're basically just going to try to look for, whatever side looks like it has the least amount of people. But you can see it's almost like a stretch, but maybe it's more like a power. But you can really take it outside like a stretch. I mean, you just basically have a full blocker, which sometimes you use, sometimes you won't. Sometimes it's best just to take it wide. to play. I can go strong side if I like. Obviously, right? I think that's not the best idea, but ultimately, this is something where there's a couple different options as far as where you want to take it. I could easily take a wide, probably would have got a better game. Next up, I was thinking about good type of halfback stretch. So here, if it's coming through, coming forward, you can take try to take it outside. Take that first receiver.
Particularly you said take it away with a running back.